We ready?
All right. Good evening and welcome to another great episode of the Urban Paranormal Podcast, where you might be crazy to some, but you're family to us. Hey, what up?
Hey,
I'm
what's up?
tonight's host, Trent A. Johnson. We got a real good show lined up tonight. We got a very special guest, Miss Angela Kaatz. Kaatz, okay.
Oh,
And our regular host is not here tonight, so we got another extra special guest host, Mr. Vic B.
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Of the MANCAVE KINGZ.
Already.
And I'm your host, Trent A. Johnson. And we also have Kandi in the house from Avatar Training and Fitness. And so we're going to start the show off like this with Miss Kaatz.
There we go.
Won't you tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do?
All right. So we're here today talking about ghost hunting beauties. So a little bit about what we do is models teaming up with a paranormal team, real paranormals, not no fake TV
Not
stuff.
none of the
It's
fake
real
stuff, right?
No fake stuff.
Okay.
No. Like I wish we could because then we have a better show sometimes where it gets crazy as it is.
Oh, wow.
I mean, ghosts don't go on cue.
Oh, wow. Wow.
I
That's
can
something
imagine.
I've always been afraid to do, actually go on the actual ghost hunt.
Really?
Yeah.
You scared?
I've been
Why?
afraid.
Ah. Now you have to go.
I know. Maybe I'll go on one of your ghost hunts.
Yeah, come
Okay,
on.
cool.
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
We put you in a bra and everything.
Oh,
You'd
hell
be
no.
like, with the
Hell
other girls.
no.
We'll put
No,
you
hell
some
no,
heels.
we won't go.
But
we
you're
ain't
going
gonna
to be summing it up now.
So where are you from? You originally from Houston?
Originally from Dayton, Texas, small town, little bitty town. Started off there. When I got married, he told me if I moved to Houston, they got lots of food.
Oh.
What?
And
Hey,
boy,
he
he
wasn't
wasn't lying.
Definitely.
He wasn't lying. So here I am. A lot more opportunities in
Okay.
Houston. So
So-
brought me here.
So what made you just want to just kind of like say, I'm going to be a ghost hunter? Oh.
Well, I see people doing it all the time. If you see TikTok, I mean, you can't even turn on the TV about somebody ghost hunting, doing something.
Mhm.
I've seen ghosts since I was little. I've been a medium since I was little bitty. Didn't understand what that was,
Okay.
but didn't do nothing with it. And then I see these two friends of mine up in the Hotel Galvez climbing in the vents, getting, crazy stuff. I mean, they was having a good time. They made it look pretty fun. Like they got everything on film with just their little cameras.
Oh, wow.
Cool.
And I said, man, I was like, these pretty girls ghost hunting. I was like, I think I might have a show.
That's
was
actually a
like-
good idea, yeah.
So I guess what do you, like the paranormal type stuff, what have you seen?
Oh my gosh, what haven't we seen?
Oh,
That's a
okay.
shorter list.
Oh,
Oh, my Lord. I mean, some of these things I'm going, do I want to see this? Do I want to see this? But no, we teamed up with a paranormal group. So we tested it out. We did a trial run to see if
Okay.
they're the real deal. And apparently everybody on the show quit.
Oh,
They were
wow.
done.
Wow.
They saw it. They said they thought it was going to be kind of like you see on TikTok. They didn't know that this stuff was real. I mean,
And that's just what I was about to ask. So like, say for instance, y'all ghost hunting and y'all all just kind of get this feeling like, okay, we in some real shit here now.
mhm.
Like
So-
the Scooby-Doo mysteries.
Yeah, you know what I'm
Yes.
saying? Like, okay, we not playing around no more. Some ain't right around here. So
Right.
okay, all right.
Right.
I like the Martin version.
What's that?
The Martin version.
Oh, wow.
Oh my God.
So let me ask you this. How many team members are on your team?
So currently there's 3 models. So
Okay.
they're the ones that are not the paranormals.
Okay.
And we've got the SPI, Spring Paranormal Investigators, and that's usually 2 to 3 girls as the core cast.
Okay.
Yeah.
Recently we brought in the whole team because, like you said, when you start getting into the real shit, like
Yeah.
Demons Road is the real shit.
Oh,
So
Okay.
we said all hands on deck, bring your whole team, and thank God we had them. Because, it's crazy.
So what is Demons Road? What is Demons Road? Tell us about that.
Demons Road is out in Huntsville, Texas. And everybody's heard of look. See,
Oh yeah,
you
that's
know?
whenever you say Huntsville, like, oh yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
see? You go out there and it looks like some Blair Witch shit when you get
Yeah.
out there.
Holy
Like you
moly.
waiting to see some little stick figures hanging in the trees. I was looking to my
Oh,
left,
wow.
looking to my right. I'm like, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh.
So they got a cemetery and a road. So the 2 cemeteries, the first one's old. Everything's 1800s, 1700s. You know there's some spooky shit there.
A lot of places like that whole energy.
Yeah.
And you can feel it when you get there.
Yes, you
Yeah.
sure can.
Yeah, you really can.
You sure can. As soon as you get there, you feel it. So you know some shit's about to go down. So we had teams and teams. Everybody's ready. I mean,
Oh,
all
okay.
hands on deck. And then the second cemetery is actually still active. So people still being buried there, still family there. One of my friends saw me on TikTok and he says he's got family there as I was live. And I was like, oh, dang. I was like,
So do y'all, I was going to ask, do y'all just have a specific place that y'all go or just at random?
we have everything mapped out because we're filming season 1, but we do have suggestions. We're all kind of taking it day by day for season 2 and planning on where we're going to go. Like season 1 was more a little bit glamorous, a little bit more, glam and heels. And then when we started finding out that these cemeteries and stuff's kind of spooky, you used to look pretty in a cemetery. After 3 a.m., maybe not so much.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. So 3 in the morning?
3 in the damn morning. It was
That's demon
was
time.
more bumping than a Las Vegas club because everybody showed up. Everybody. I got bum
That's
rush.
after hours, honey.
Yes, it's the after party.
So let me ask you this, Angela. What sets you apart from other ghost hunters? I mean, because we all see the TV shows where they're like, what was that?
Yeah.
What was
and
that?
they create
Was it
fake,
real?
fake suspense. And what sets you guys apart from?
So what sets us apart is it's all women. It's
Okay.
all women to start with.
okay.
It's all ladies,
I
all
like
ladies.
it so far.
So everybody is very powerful on there on the team that we brought in. It's a
Okay.
legit, verified team.
Okay.
And everything we do is real. So we may not catch everything on camera, but it's authentic.
Okay.
Dang, that's what I was just gonna ask. Do you actually get it on film? So you
Sometimes,
answered me.
girl, sometimes. I mean, these ghosts sit there and see that camera and go, look at me behind the camera throwing shit that you didn't see.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
I'm like, come on.
So y'all not just a bunch of pretty ladies running around with the...
Nope.
In the cemetery at 3 in the morning.
You would think that these girls would be more scared.
Yeah.
We thought that it was going to be screams and jump scares. These girls, I should have known when they were climbing through the vents, they ain't scared of nothing.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I mean, the next generation ain't scared of nothing. I don't know. I
agree.
mean,
Yeah.
these
Pretty much.
movies already, if you've seen scary movies, real life
Because to
just
them,
seems...
it's fake. Probably it's like, yeah, whatever. Like if you imagine going to a haunted house now versus 10 years ago.
Well,
Wow.
see, because back then, if you went to a haunted house, you might have heard a story. Somebody ain't make it up out of there.
Yes.
Now,
They got the escape room, so it seems.
No, we talking about a real haunted house, right?
Yeah.
Not
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
The real deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Candy's talking about the
No, a real of course,
Halloween type
Halloween.
shit.
Yeah.
No, we
but
talking
what I'm
about...
saying in that mindset, you think that something's coming out.
Oh,
or-
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
But like I was saying, back then,
It's
even that same haunted house, you might have heard, hey,
Get a little closer to the mic.
so and so didn't make it,
Mhm. Or
to
they're
back,
missing.
Oh, wow.
So
So let me ask you this. What are some of the tools you use during your...
yeah, that's
Those
a good
hunting.
question.
We got the EMF readers, we got REM pods, and the ongoing joke is these cat balls. I don't know if you've seen these. They're like cat toys, and if
Cat
something touches
balls.
it, it lights up.
MG.
Oh.
Because
Okay.
even
Cats
amateurs
fight off demons.
See,
spirits.
that's right. That's right.
I was just going.
I just can't do it.
Go ahead.
So do these tools really work?
Yes, the ladies come in and they use flashlights. So one is on, one is off. So they'll ask a question, and they'll be like, "Are you a female? Turn off the light," and then the light will turn off. Now we got that all on film, 100%, and that's what scared off the first cast because they were like, "Oh my God, this is actually real! It's right next to me because it's
Wow.
working a flashlight."
So
Well, when you call it, yeah.
so which one of those tools would be your favorite or the most effective, you think?
Oh, I'm telling you, the cat balls. So
Cat balls.
the ongoing
That's-
joke is
that is a funny
every
name.
episode, as I say, play with my balls. That's every episode.
Oh,
Every
wow.
episode. And they laugh at me. And I said, because I see amateurs do it and they would never do it for me.
Okay.
And I get sad. I'm like, so y'all don't want to play with my balls? Fine, I'm going home. I ain't even want to play with you anymore.
So what about I've seen these paranormal investigators use the spirit box.
Yes, we
You ever use
just
that?
started using that.
Okay.
Now
What
that
is
I
that?
recorded
Okay.
at home. It's like it picks up frequencies. It keeps kind of going like, and then you'll hear a word or a name. So some of that stuff,
Whispers.
to
Oh,
wait
okay.
to see that stuff is legit, is that I recorded me with a spirit box.
Okay.
And no shit, it was answering me. Because see, when it's going so fast, you may not kind of pick up on what it is.
Yeah.
That's why everybody records it. And that's why we record it. It answered me. It was saying, and I said, could you say yes again? And it would do it again. And I'm like, this is in my house in my bed. So I'm like, they're here. They're
That's
everywhere.
a little scary.
It's a little
I
scary.
can just
That is
imagine
damn
them
sure
being
scary.
everywhere. You know,
They are. That's what we don't
'Cause-
realize. They're everywhere.
I think personally, once you set up that camera, you have called it. Because if you know, and I've been through plenty of that bedroom incident. You remember I talked about that?
What's that?
What's that?
When
Oh,
the sex
ghost
demon.
getting in the bed
Yeah.
with you.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh,
What? Oh, no,
Yes,
I got to
they
hear
they had
this.
they had a whole movie over that. But let me.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked
No,
about
no.
that on the last
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, no, seriously, in a
Really?
nutshell, if you masturbate, I'm actually fasting from that right now. But if you masturbate, you're calling that spirit. I don't know where it comes from, but it's a sex demon. It's a sex spirit.
Whoa.
And it's locked. You locked hold. It's nothing you can do. You can feel the covers or whatever. You moist, whatever. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
And the only way I could break it is I have to literally say it, and it's so hard to say. It's almost like a flop.
Say it
Like-
on the mic.
It's like I rebuke you. Like
Yeah.
leave right now
Okay.
in
Oh.
Jesus' name.
That is
And then-
definitely
and
real
then they
because I
leave.
experienced that.
Well,
And they
Oh,
leave
too.
immediately. They have to go.
They didn't
I-
actually touch me, but I felt like a depression.
pressure to be-
Yeah.
Yep.
Someone getting
Yeah.
in the bed with me.
Well,
Wind,
let me
pressure, like,
let me
Yep.
kind of tell you who that person is.
Uh-huh.
That person is Lilith.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There
Yeah.
you go.
What is she? A succubus, incubus?
Yes,
somewhere?
but well,
Succubus, incubus.
well, a lot of people would say she was the first wife of Adam.
Of Adam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but this, that, and the
Yeah.
other. But when young men have wet dreams and masturbate and that kind of stuff, she take those seeds and she, creates demons and all
Okay.
that other kind of stuff.
Oh,
with
wow.
that. So
Maybe so.
that's what that spirit is that comes in at nighttime. But yeah, that's what I was gonna ask. Like when you getting ready to set up, do you set up and try to summon them, or do you just, set up and they just
Or you
okay.
called to that place.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Or you call to that place.
So on the show, we have places that people tell us to go that's already haunted. So we know
Okay.
everybody's seeing stuff. So we
Okay.
never have to conjure or anything because they're there.
Mhm.
We just ask, are you here?
Yeah.
And do you want to talk? And then they let us know. Because if they don't want us there, like they start making the walls bleed and say, get out, I'm leaving.
Right.
I ain't
Hell
going to
yeah.
disrespect them.
Right.
Because if somebody walked up in my house and
Yeah.
I was just sitting comfortable on a couch and they're like, who are you? What are you doing? I'd be like, get out of my house. So
Mhm.
Okay.
it's the same kind.
wow.
It's the mutual respect.
Mhm.
So but if it's at home,
Mhm.
I talk to them. Like I say, if my,
goddamn
my spirit
right.
guides
Yeah.
That's
here.
your house.
Yeah.
If
Okay.
I'm at
And
home,
that's why I
I
was going to say that
yeah.
first question you asked was, are you here?
Yeah.
To
Right.
acknowledge.
there you go.
You know,
Okay, so
that's
I think
important.
we got away from the sex
Oh.
ghost or whatever it was a little bit too
Oh.
fast.
Oh,
We
no.
didn't, no, because
Yeah.
she didn't get to comment or say if you've experienced it or any of your cases have been dealing with this sex ghost demon or whatever you call it, Lilith, whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I
Whatever
think
you
even
call
with
it.
porno, whatever, literally, just in the bed, have you
Had
ever
you-
experienced?
I've had things that get jealous. Lately, that's the main thing is that I couldn't
Mhm.
figure out why they didn't like my husband. And I'm like, dang, what did he do to you?
Oh.
And sure enough,
Mm.
when we were talking to one, he put his hand on my knee and it goes hand off knee.
Oh, wow.
I said, oh,
and
well,
that's in
okay.
with the spirit box?
This was with one of the apps that I was trying out.
Oh, wow.
To see, because sometimes those apps, you don't know what you're going to get, but
Mhm.
ghosts can use anything to talk to you. If they could throw
Yeah.
lamps across your house, they could
Mhm.
talk on your damn phone.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
So I don't know if y'all remember. See, I'm older. I remember the old phones we used to. You had to pick them up, the
Yeah.
rotary
Yeah.
dial.
Yeah.
That whenever your phone rings and nobody's there, that's what my mom always told me. That's a
Oh.
spirit trying
Oh,
to talk
wow.
to you.
Mm.
So why can't they
Okay.
use our cell phones just because the technology's changed? It's just frequency. It's
Mhm.
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
So I've had them get jealous. I had one just the other day said sexuality. And I said, what do you mean sexuality? And it says, give wood. I said, can you even get wood at this point? Like, can that even happen? Like a
Oh,
ghost direction? I was like, is that possible? I said, I need to
Wow.
talk
Oh,
to
wow.
somebody
Nah,
about
that's
this. I
crazy.
said, I'm about to go pray
Yeah,
or
'cause we
something.
need the
So-
answers on that one.
So, any of your cases, you had anybody deal with that type of problem?
Not yet. It's been kind of tame to start off with. Season 2 will be when we get into asylums and some deeper places, people
Okay.
that's a little more disturbed. And eventually we'll be branching off with a second show that just focuses only on that paranormal team because they do house calls. They do people that's really troubled. They do some deep stuff.
Okay.
And that's when we're getting into more the personal aspect there.
So
But, yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut
Go
you.
ahead. Go ahead.
So would you consider yourself an expert at paranormal?
No, I think that the ladies I work with have years of experience. I would say that I have just as much experience with dealing with it personally, but they are trained. They go into it with a lot of background that I don't have. They know what they're facing. To me, a lamp's coming at me. I don't know if that's a demon. I don't know if something's bad. That's my grandma telling me to do some shit. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, that makes sense. Yeah.
So I'd say that I'm kind of the link to that. But I've been a medium since I was little, though.
I got a excuse me, a quick question on.
Yeah.
You said like they'll start dealing with people personally. Reason why I ask, because I just think in society nowadays that we are seeing so many just irrational behaviors.
Yes.
Do you think that those are like demons that's jumping from person to person?
It can be. It can be. I think a lot of times we have more mental illness than we've ever had.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, back in the day, you had more traditional families with your mama could at least comfort you. It's like, but as time has gone on, I mean, everybody's working. And we hand the kids the iPad to babysit, and we're not connecting with our kids like we used to.
Oh, no.
So these kids are already at 5 years old working your computer smarter than you.
Did you
Like,
hear
I mean, they'll.
the news how the little boy ordered all that food?
Yes.
Oh, Grubhub.
What did he do?
What? He ordered like $1 million on Grubhub.
Yeah.
No,
He was
no,
Grubhub.
I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding. I think it was like
$1,000.
$1,000.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
And then when
crazy.
his daddy got onto him, he interrupted his daddy to say, "Are the pizzas here yet?"
Oh, wow.
Now, see, that's somebody that ain't had an
Goddamn,
ass whooping.
yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
Because
So-
I wouldn't have even said that. I would have been already hiding and in trouble.
Right.
Like, no, I would not have said that.
So let me ask you this: so you mostly hunt here in Texas?
Yes, so far we want to branch out to like Louisiana, Colorado. We've had offers to come up to Utah. We've had offers to fly over to England already. And I was like, we're just starting. We
Right.
just let us get our groove going first, and
So-
let's get it right.
So what are some of your favorite places to hunt here in Houston?
In Houston so far, let's see, the
Spaghetti
hotel
Warehouse.
I haven't got there
What?
yet.
The who?
They got bought out.
Spaghetti
They're like
Warehouse.
McIntyres now.
Oh, okay.
What's so
They're
good about this?
McIntyre.
That's
Spaghetti
supposed to be
Warehouse.
one of the most haunted places in Houston.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
okay.
Okay.
They got new management, so I haven't reached out to
Okay.
them yet.
Okay.
But Hotel Icon was the prettiest.
I heard
but
of
that's
that
where I
one.
got choked. I see,
Wow.
and that
Now,
was.
I've heard about Icon, yeah.
But see, I'm sitting there going, "Oh, it's so pretty." I was dressed out like Jessica Rabbit, like boom, boom. I thought I was like,
Ooh.
they ain't gonna mess with me. Well, it was 2 seconds from choke a bitch because it happened.
Wow.
I was like, damn.
So when you felt the sensation of hands around your neck actually choking you?
It starts when, as a medium, whenever I feel a spirit coming near me, my chest gets heavy.
Okay.
And so I thought it was just standing close to me, and it damn sure was.
Yeah.
But then it moved up to my neck, and I couldn't speak.
Holy
I
shit.
I
can't
had
scream.
that before.
See?
I had that before.
That's what I say, you freeze it.
'Cause
It's
I
like you
remember-
Freeze.
Yeah.
I remember one time I was watching TV
Uh-huh.
and my wife and kids was like right there by you.
Oh,
Yeah.
damn.
And I could feel something just push me down.
Mm-mm.
And I'm like, I'm sitting here
Ooh.
looking at her like
And you're wide awoke?
wide awoke.
Okay.
I'm sitting here
Wow.
like, and when it let me go, I was like, man, I was trying to call
Oh
y'all.
my
Something had me, you know, and
Oh,
it
wow.
lasted for about good 35 seconds.
Oh, wow.
35.
And
That
it
is
was-
a long time.
Yeah,
But
it's
it
a
felt
long
like
time,
2,
buddy.
3 minutes.
Yeah, because it was
probably
like
longer than
it was
that.
like if I just let go, I probably was gonna die or something. That's what it felt
Dang.
like. So yeah.
From sheer terror.
real.
It's
Yeah.
terrifying because I don't know how long I was out, but all I know is one of the girls rushed over to me and she looks at me and she said she was talking to me for a good 30 seconds before I responded.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And I didn't know. And then she goes, "Are you okay?" And I said, "I'm all right."
Did you kind of just snap out of it?
Yes.
That's how I did. It just
See?
right up out of it.
So,
And-
Yeah. It's like it let you go.
so
Yep.
did you get any history on the place when you were there? Did they tell you maybe, okay, there's a choking ghost here, or any history on the place before you started?
We got history, but not enough details because we want to make sure everything's authentic. So
Okay.
they give me the history. I don't tell a lot of the paranormals to see if they get the same thing because we want everything to be authentic.
Okay.
Right.
So like that way when they go through, sure enough, one of them had her neck started hurting. And one of my crew members, my friend Leslie, her neck started hurting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm looking at both of them grabbing their neck, and I have to point it out. And then they said, this man hung himself and he broke his neck.
Oh, okay.
So they
wow.
verified
Trying
through
to
each
talk
other.
to you.
Okay. So I want to ask you another question. Where can our fans find Angela Kaatz? Where can we find your show?
Right now, we've got our YouTube channel under Ghost Hunting Beauties. We've got Ghost Hunting Beauties on Instagram. You can find us on TikTok, and you can find us on Twitter under Ghost Hunt Beauty, because, you know, Twitter,
Okay.
you got to pick
Cool.
a name.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Right.
I want to
But-
join the Ghost Beauties.
So
Come
shout out your
on.
Instagram and all of that,
Yes.
so
Okay.
so our
Yeah.
people will know.
Yeah, so what was that?
I said shout out your Instagram and all
Yes,
of that,
that-
so our people
all
will
of it's
know.
under Ghost Hunting Beauties are our handles, Twitter, everything. Like if we're somewhere, that's where we're at.
Ghost
Twitter,
Beauties.
Okay.
Instagram,
I like that.
TikTok, Facebook. Facebook has been the fastest growing one. I'm surprised. That's been bigger than anything.
Oh wow.
So have
How
you?
long you?
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. Go
Because I
ahead.
ain't asked not one
Right.
question.
Yeah,
They've
I'm
been
sorry.
going ham.
I'm sorry.
How long you been doing this?
So we started doing this just a few months back. Started in
Okay.
kind of October. I started on my own at first to just kind of test it because I wanted to see if I can handle this.
Yeah.
Well, I want to make sure before I bring other people. I mean, safety first. And sure
what-
enough,
What-
woo.
And that's what I was gonna ask. I guess. Do you do any of those spirits, or do they travel and like follow you or follow you back home or any? You know.
The first time before I knew better, see, that's why you got to be trained.
Yeah.
Mhm.
One of them followed me home and scratched me.
Oh.
And then the other girl that was part of why she quit as well, she was scratched. And we had identical matching scratches.
Oh wow.
Mm.
And so what I learned though
I
is
think that would have been the end of my.
yeah,
ghost
that was her.
hunting
And I couldn't blame
Nah,
her.
you
I
scratch
said,
me, I'm coming for revenge.
Right.
Right.
She's like, I scratch you back.
Yeah.
So we had that, we realized that we were really getting into the real stuff.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I started learning and doing my research.
Okay.
And learning that don't always mean something bad. They just try to get your attention.
Well, I don't,
But you
I
can
think
get spirits
I think if you're actually getting scratched, I think you're moving from ghosts to something more than ghosts.
Because
It
they're
could be.
communicating with you.
Well,
No, I think that's you getting into the demonic or something.
Mhm.
You
When
got to be careful.
stuff wants
Yeah.
to hurt you and
Right.
stuff like that.
Because
I
even
understand.
spirits can do it.
I understand them just trying to communicate.
Yeah.
I say that because I remember I'll never forget this dream. I had a dream one time where it was like Sean Puppy Combs, right? He was like he was still alive. He was alive. But in my dream, he was alive. But it's like Biggie Smalls was trying to tell him something, and he was trying to say it through me to get his attention.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Dang.
like and it was like he was trying to tell him about his murder or what have you, but
Mhm.
I couldn't. He choked me up, and I couldn't tell him.
Oh,
Oh wow! I think
man.
you were
That's a
jamming too much
sad-
Biggie that
This is
day.
sad.
It was- is that what it was?
Sad.
Because I was- Because I was gonna
Well, yeah.
say, I guess once does that go into part of
Yeah, I mean,
paranormal
I
when
think
you
things
dream
can
of
go
of-
into your psyche, like subconscious, like
No, I can
there's
honestly
been
say,
plenty times I fell asleep watching something on YouTube and I'll dream about.
yeah.
Okay.
what
but
I'm
nothing
watching.
violent. I've never
Yeah, so shit
experienced
violent.
any violent.
Oh yeah.
He woke up
Yeah.
saying, baby, baby.
I know, baby.
Honestly, I woke up. I was like, "Damn!" He was trying to tell him something,
Oh,
but
man.
I couldn't tell him. I
Right.
couldn't tell him. So
Right.
That's the hardest part
But-
is when people's passed on come to you. I feel you because when they come to you
mhm.
and then you can't, like, you don't, like, maybe you wake up too soon or it's like,
Mm.
dang, and then you miss that message.
Yeah.
Because I think they can communicate clearer to you because you feel safe. That's your safe
Yeah.
zone.
Oh yeah.
That's your head.
Mhm.
That's your mind. When
Yeah.
you're awake
That's
and they
your
start coming
cocoon.
to you, you don't know what the hell to do.
Mhm.
Hey, I had that too. So
See? Yeah.
So Angela, how does your family and friends receive what you do? Are they
So-
supportive? Do they call you crazy?
All the above.
Right.
Oh,
Okay.
I remember we were walking one day and even a stranger, he was asking us a question and he said, I'm a minister. You need to watch what you're doing. That's the number one thing I keep hearing
Oh.
is watch
Oh,
what
wow.
you're doing.
Yeah.
Watch what
you
you're doing.
definitely should watch what you're doing. But
Mhm. But
Like you
most
say, you
people,
did your
they're excited
research,
now.
so-
Yeah. Well, most
Yeah.
people are excited now that they see what I'm doing because they see it's not a bunch of like demon stuff and all that, because that's something I haven't traipsed on to try to seek out.
Okay.
So
Okay.
it's a lot of times it's what you bring, because sometimes things you'll think are demons and they're not. They're just troubled people. Like think about
Maybe.
people you come across.
Yeah.
There was a man we came across that was homeless in Houston, and he was sitting there just, shouting stuff or whatever. And my husband's like, come on. Me, I'm gonna talk to him. I said, what's the matter? And he said, somebody stole my blanket. And I said, oh, hell no. I said, you punch him in the throat. He goes, you mean, lady? He said, you better watch out. So
Well, I hate to get dark, but if you believe in the Bible, there actually are no human spirits, right? So it almost has to be a demon.
Well, that's
I was
what
just
some
about to
people think.
ask-
I think it's humans, because I think it's because people have come to me that's passed on and talked to me and given me
Okay.
messages that nobody else will know, and people that's and being a medium. I'll give you an example. Demons Road. These girls and this guy bum rushed me, and I don't know how they knew, but they said, you're a medium. I said, how the hell, with everyone standing here, they know it's me, and they grabbed me, and she's like, what's my grandma say? What's my everybody? And I was like, calm down.
Right.
So I felt something, and it took a minute because I had to get them calm because they were drunk, but they still hurt people.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna take advantage of that. So I calmed myself. I took her hands, and I heard the name Althea, and I said, "Who's Althea?" She goes, "I don't know." And I was like, "She's way back in your family." I was like, "You don't talk to your mom about your family? Maybe you should."
Yeah.
Althea's trying to talk to you. Say, "Quit playing with your life."
Mm-hmm.
And she just starts like bawling.
Okay.
And then she took my hand again. They was fighting over me. I was like a piece of meat.
Oh,
No-
well, if people
So
want to
how
know.
do you protect yourself? Like
That's the hard part. That's what I'm learning.
It's
Yeah.
training, and I try so hard to, stay in tune with myself.
Mhm.
And I have my ways of protection. So I mean, it's pretty challenging. So
Very challenging.
Yeah.
I work with a Taoist priest currently who
okay.
has taught me that to be an empty vessel, so nothing could come at me. I am an empty vessel. And he says everything comes from God, whether it's good or bad, it chooses. So his theory is that, think about it, God created everything. He ain't gonna make crap.
Mhm.
Oh,
But
yeah.
people that get hurt in life, they sometimes, when they pass on,
Yeah.
they hurt other people because they were hurt.
Yeah, well,
Mhm.
everybody got it.
It's like animals.
So,
Everything.
Yeah.
you never know.
Yeah.
So
And
that's-
Joyce is so
I think
powerful.
protecting yourself is very important
So-
if you're going to
Very
go
important.
into any type of paranormal situation.
100%.
So is
What
that like,
about things like sage, Palo Santo?
I
I used to use sage
Yeah.
in the beginning, and I don't think I believed
Crucifixes.
enough in it. I think it was just the
Yeah.
oil that smelled pretty on my wrist, to be
Well,
honest.
everything is
'cause-
materialistic. Like if you just like the holy water and all that,
Right.
as long as you manifest or you believe in
Right.
it, Florida
what
water.
you
oh, have
believe
faith
in it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's your significance.
Right.
It's like,
Mhm.
it's what the Taoist priest taught me. He said, the cross on your neck, if you don't believe
Yeah.
in what that cross stands for,
Oh, yeah.
then that's just something hanging from your,
Your
neck.
neck. Yeah.
So it's your faith. That's what protects you.
Mhm.
And he says it don't matter. He's so open. He says no matter what your faith is, have faith in something.
But what if you're not a religious person?
I'm not
What do
religious.
you have? Yeah,
so,
me either. So
So I'm more of, I know there's something bigger than me.
yeah.
And I know that I do believe that all things were created with good intentions. And so that's how I see things, is when I see something that's like throwing lamps or mad or angry, I go, who hurt you? What's the matter? Talk to me. What's
Okay.
going on? Because in real life, I'm that person too.
So you
That
must be chosen.
It's like, I'm
'cause
trying.
I don't get all that.
Right.
I try, and it's hard, but I've made mistakes in my life. I'm far from perfect. People,
We all
we
are.
don't, we
Yeah.
don't all know everybody's circumstance. You see that person melting down in the store. What happened to him that day?
Yeah, what got him
Mhm.
there? Yeah,
What
I
put
always
them
think
there?
about that.
Yeah. And
But on that note, I think it's time we pay a little bills. We're gonna take a break,
Okay.
All right.
and we'll be right back after this message.
Hey.